Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. And morning is starting to break over beautiful downtown Dalaran. But check this out, guys. In the Violet Citadel, it looks like Chromie has a completed mission for us. I'm not exactly sure what mission that is, but I guess we will find out. But before we go and talk to her, I want to show you guys something cool. I got an appreciation letter, or I didn't, but Sully here did. Let me go ahead and let me have Sully read this. Greetings, Swindlegear. Hey, that's me. I am some random hobo from the streets, and I've decided to send this letter to you to show you my appreciation for your videos or whatever. Videos? So take my life savings. I'm sure you'll use it with pride. Darist. Or Daristy? Daristy? Yeah, that name, right there. Aw, I got a copper. Hey, you know what? It takes money to make money. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Very much so. Thing is, what am I going to use that single copper for? Definitely nothing in this town. But I'm sure that Swindlegear will. So let's go ahead and travel up here, and that's very cool. I appreciate whoever sent that letter. What the? Karam Mage Spear. Why are you green? Archmage Khadgar. That's not Chromie.
Hail and well met.
Oh, just the quest is named Chromie. Despite her troubles, this has been a welcome reminder that, although our battle with the Legion remains at the forefront of our concerns, the rest of the world does not simply wait for us. Wayfinder Sundial grants 40 million artifact power. Oh.
You are our last best hope.
Well, that's cool. I did not expect that. I'm still really curious where that messenger came from. Okay. Now the question is, what are we going to do today, guys? Teleport to Hall of the Guardians. Here on the calendar, we don't have a whole lot. And I don't want to just keep on farming all this stuff with Chromie, just because that can get boring really fast. We do have the Dark Moon Fair that's showing back up on Monday. So I suppose what we'll do, since we're in that time period, is do some timewalking dungeons for Wrath of the Lich King. Take a nice little trip down memory lane. So we are doing time traveling of a sort. So, Random Legion Heroic, Random Timewalking Dungeon, Wrath of the Lich King. My favorite expansion. And we get 10 time warped badges and 30 gold. It was a different time. And we only got an 8-minute wait time, which for DPS back in Wrath of the Lich King was pretty slick. So I will wait for the queue up, and we'll see what dungeon that we end up in. Oh, we have one of the ice crowns. The Pit of Saron. Defeat the bosses of the pit. For stuff. Man, it's been a long time since I've been here.
Soldiers of the Horde, attack!
I don't know if I've done this on camera or
Your
not.
last waking memory will be of agonizing pain.
Probably not. That's okay, though. This is where you took Sylvanas on a field trip.
Pathetic weaklings.
Minions, destroy
This was... I believe this was number 2 out of all the Horde. Or not the Horde, but the Ice Crown dungeons.
You will have to battle your way through this cesspit on your own. Free any Horde slaves that you come across. We will most certainly need their assistance in battling Tyrannus. I will gather reinforcements and join you on the other side of the quarry.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, this was a very full area. You normally had to free slaves to get through this. And take on a bunch of bosses and a pretty horrible gauntlet, too. Like, horrible not in terms of design, but in terms of difficulty. You're sitting there like, oh, when will this end? But this was a great place to farm for Horde Expedition rep. This was also a great place to try and find the Battered Hilt, which gave you all kinds of weapon making options. Because I know my Death Knight carried a weapon that you could make with a battered hilt for quite a long time. But we're here near the twilight. Ooh. Likes to live dangerously. We were here near the twilight of Wrath of the Lich King. Everything was starting to wrap up, and this is how people were getting themselves geared before the opening of Icecrown Citadel. So, we ran this a lot, every day. Me and my friends would run this one, and the other two. I know the last one is called Halls of Reflection. I have that, like, burned into my memory. And we're just going along here. It looks like we actually do not have to free the slaves. Which, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, sorry guys, them's the breaks. Yeah, I'm gonna be nice. Here you go. Just for old time's sake. And now we're gonna go to our first boss. And he's walking over there. Forge Master Gorefrost, I believe his name is. Or Garfrost.
Tiny creatures under feet.
Oh yeah. I gotta remember.
Something good to eat.
Now he has
I need to get close.
He has boulders that you have to try and go behind to lose a buff, or a debuff rather. Owie. It's okay, we can cloak through all of our stuff.
Tired of puny mortals.
Hey, that's too far away.
Now, your bones will freeze.
But if you don't get behind, like at least back during the day when you weren't here, if hey! Go away.
Giant underrats clean, save boss great shame for later.
Indeed.
Another shall take his place. You waste your time.
But you had to get behind those giant pieces of Saronite to lose the debuff. Otherwise, you start taking a lot of damage really quickly. Unspeakable secret. 850 staff. Huh? At least maybe we can get some transmogs in here. Where's Smee?
This way.
There you are.
We're about to mount an assault on the Scourge Lord's location.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna work out for you. And our mage just got sapped or something. It wasn't me. And all the people who were going to mount an offensive got killed by these little Geist ambushers. Boop. Stunned with the blunderbuss. Or between the eyes, rather. And I guess we're taking these guys on one at a time. That's weird. Normally we have the tank just run through and pull everybody. Oh, Lord. I just remembered who the next boss was. Yeah, we've got these Plague-born horrors dragging materials. We gotta try and clear the path a little bit so we can take on Ick and Crick, who are not nice. But it's a gnome, so I've got no qualms. Laying the smackdown. Fire the cannons! By the way, now would be a good time to go ahead and let you guys know that there will be no videos, none of the regularly scheduled videos at least, on... Oh. Someone pulled the boss. By the way, Ick sounds a lot like Vicini from The Princess Bride. Oh, he pulled a lot of nonsense. Who are you chasing? Now, Ick chases people. Ah! You ain't never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. There you go.
Quickly! Poison them all while they're still close!
So you get out of the way of the poison cloud, obviously. Now then.
Are in short supply. Thanks for your contribution.
Oh, someone died. There'll be no videos on Sunday or Monday, at least the regularly scheduled ones, because I'm going to be... Oh, mines. Stay out of the way of the mines. I keep on getting distracted. I'm sorry, guys. But we will have videos on Monday. I'm going to have a Sci-Fan block unboxing, which is two relatively close to each other, which I like. And we're also going to be doing a recap of Amicon.
Don't kill me, please. I'll tell you everything.
Why should the Banshee Queen spare your miserable life?
Why should you talk in the third person?
What you seek is in the Master's lair, but you must destroy Tyrannus to gain entry. Now, within the halls
Your
of
pursuit shall
reflection,
be
you
in
will
vain,
find
intruders,
Frostmourne.
for the Lich King has placed an army of undead at my command. Behold!
Yep, behold.
Frostmourne?
What are we doing?
The Lich King is never without his blade.
Oh, Lord.
If you are lying to me...
Did we... Oh! Someone did something stupid. Okay, get prepared to, get prepared to vanish. Woo. Like so. Because I'm not dealing with that. I don't know about you guys. And this guy has the Hellfire.
Come, we must free the slaves and see what is within
Hellfire
the
spell.
King's chamber
Straight
for
out of
themselves.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, but these pools, this proved whether you could take on the gauntlet up ahead, for sure. Got a good healer, though. They're gonna whoop, make sure that caster is dealt with. Fire the cannons! Interrupt that fireball. Well, now, that was horrific. Let's never do that again.
Persistent whelps. You will not reach the entrance of my lord's lair. Soldiers, destroy them!
Now, this is Gauntlet Mark II. And man, this... Okay, well. R.I.P. It's a good place to farm the Horde Expedition faction. I need to do that in case I... Well, you stay out of those circles of doom. That is bad. I do remember that very vividly. And when you start to see the circles start forming around you, you get out of dodge, and quickly. Healer's about to go down. Healer is dead. Healers have an issue with the tank. Okay, where you at? Clear. Yeah, you're welcome. Blood elves. Alrighto, okie doke. Actually, no one else could have rezzed but me. I see.
Rhymefang, trap them within the tunnel. Bury them alive.
Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. You Don't get in the circles. Circle's bad. Circle's very bad, actually. I heard that stupid quote so many times when we were leveling up. Rhymefang, trap them within the tunnel. And that's not a boss, that's just that's kind of like, this is like a mini boss, this disturbed glacial something or other. He just bumped into his home and he's not happy. Can't say I blame him. Okay. Now these undead troops are just gonna keep on coming, so gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. I said we gotta move, guys. What are we doing? Okay, there you go. Because those troops will run and go straight to the healer 9 times out of 10. I mean, we're all pretty high level, so it's not a big deal, but still. Oh, now's not the time to... Because now he'll leave in the middle. He had a legitimate concern if the tank wasn't doing anything. But I have seen people, like, get onto the healer, and then the healer will leave at a very, very critical moment. So I prefer that not to happen.
Alas, brave adventurers, your meddling has reached its end. Do you hear the clatter of bone and steel coming up the tunnel behind you? That is the sound of your impending demise.
Heroes, we will hold off the undead as long as we can, even to our dying breath. Deal with the Scourge Lord.
Such an amusing gesture from the rabble. When I have finished with you, my master's blade will feast upon your souls. Die.
There we go. And we'll just zoom through this. Hopefully. We're cutting them down pretty quick. I forgot what happens in this fight other than the Rhymefang runs around killing people. There you go.
Rhymefang, one.
And we got frozen. It's okay. Frigid time warped prism. Ooh. Oh, why is it? There we go.
We owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of this enormous debt, I pledge that from this day forth, all will know of your deeds and the blazing path of light you cut through the shadow of this dark citadel. This day will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but the fact that no foe, not even the Lich King himself, can stand when alliance
Take cover!
and horde
Behind me,
set
quickly!
aside their differences and...
And that's what you get for monologuing. Oi. So, that was a nice little trip down memory lane. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and leave.
I thought he'd never shut up.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, crap. This isn't good. I forgot that I was in Stormwind when I queued up. Now you may be wondering, Wretch, what's Swindlegear doing in Stormwind? Just looking to find some people to shank and then disappear, as rogues do. Some people who are overt. Let's look at this unstable prism while we're in a safe spot. As the prism struggles to stabilize in a single time flow, it bleeds a shadowy chill, the likes of which you haven't felt since Northrend. Surely some magic in Dalaran would be, or mage in Dalaran would be interested in this relic. Deliver the frigid time warp prism to an interested mage in Dalaran, and we get 500 time warped badges, where I believe one of those vendors is in Old Dalaran, in Northrend proper. We're gonna have to go ahead and check that out. Doesn't look like there's anyone who is flagged in here. Normally you do have people flagged. Okay, well. You guys are no fun. I'll hide behind this tower battlement and heart the doll. We'll get our 500. I think there's also another quest. We got some stuff, including a Cardinal's Cape, which is a new transmog. So, what do we got here? We've got the Frigid... Oh, okay, that's for going through 5 time-walking dungeons. It's a weekly. What does this look like? Yeah, it looks like crap. 2.2 million, 2.2 million, 2.2 million. Meh. Nothing really out of the ordinary there. So, where is this mage in Dalaran? Oh, okay, that mage is in Old Dalaran as well. Fortunately, we have a quick way of getting there, and I thought that we weren't going to go see Chromie, but we'll just be passing by. Dunk. I think, is that the quickest way? Karazhan, Dalaran, yeah. Good old Bolvar. I'm kind of curious to see what happened with his storyline with the Death Knights. Because I know he gets, like, directly involved in stuff in Legion. It's just I've spent so much time on this series, I've kind of let the rest of my characters lax a bit. And we're actually getting close, I found out, that on August the 30th, it will represent an entire year that I have done this series. The first time I've ever done anything like that on the channel, but Swindlegear's adventures have been probably going to be like 100 and I'd say in the high 80s at that point, so basically an episode every other day. I'm pretty proud about that, to tell you guys the truth. And I know a lot of people seem to enjoy Swindlegear's adventures, and I am very glad to bring them to you. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I have been had questions in comments and stuff like that ask me if I'm going to keep playing Swindlegear till when Legion ends. Probably not. This is World of Warcraft Legion, the series, after all. If I decide to keep doing Warcraft, I may go ahead and do a brand new character, or, you know, to start leveling through the stuff. I'm not sure. But if fan demand is high enough for Swindle to keep on his adventures, and it also depends on the expansion as well. If it's in the water with Ashara and all that, I'll probably go with Swindlegear because his piracy expertise will be much needed. I guess we'll just have to see. And you can see, Old Dalaran, very similar, except there's no big tower here.
What brings you here?
Unstable prism. Let me see that. Ozin ponders the prism for a while before turning back to you. Kupri could run tests on this for an eternity. This certainly qualifies as further evidence of a meddling by a third party. Or is it a sixth party? Do you mind if I keep it? 500 time warp badges. So let's see. What can we get with this? Oh, we can get this transmog set. This was actually one of the creepier sets in Warcraft. Grizzle Snout's Fang. Heed the call of the wild to quickly cross vast distances, only usable in Northrend. Bridle of the Iron-Bound Wraith Charger. How many do we have? 1,415. I wish I knew what that looked like. Embrace the Will of Northrend? Hourglass of Eternity? Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. And then if we want to, we could get some heirloom upgrades. But from how I understand, and the different factions...
Be careful.
But from how I understand it, I think I've seen other vendors around in their various areas. I think there's one in Shatrith City. So you can get stuff based on the expansion, which is very cool. But I think that we will go ahead and end it here, guys. See, Cloud isn't even here with Aerith. So that definitely dates it. And there's no Hall of Shadows down here. Or a PvP area, for that matter. This was just called the Underbelly. Let's go ahead and explore since it's been a while. See, you had this. This is where that PvP area is. The Circle of Wills. But if you head over here... Cantrips and Crows. This was the old Hall of Shadows. So the Uncrowned definitely made some improvements, I suppose. Silver Covenant Agent. There's the bankers and such. Rin.
Hey, how you doing?
Trying to send us to K3. That's been a long time since I've been here. And this is where people crashed out on the hammocks.
How are you?
Oh, you're one of those innkeepers
See you around.
that don't even sell any booze. What about you?
State your business.
There we go. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to use that one kappa that was given to us. And I'm going to get myself a thing of Northrend Honeymead. No, that's fairly weak, though. It's okay.
Death to all who oppose us.
Gonna sit here and have a nice long drink. Ain't that right, Smee? Not bad. Like I just swallowed a beehive. But I think this will do it for us today, guys. As I said before, there'll be no episode on Monday. But I will have some videos, some post-Amicon videos on Monday. And hope you guys check those out. But we will go ahead and end it here. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.